Welcome to this video. Lucas here, founder of Ecomails, and in this video I wanted to basically go through a case study from one of our clients and how we increased their email revenue by 36%, netting an additional 80K in less than 4 months. We generated in total in those 4 months 296K total. It was 52% of their total revenue. Bold claim, just for the context, 52% is something that you shouldn't aim for. It is a skincare brand with people buy the product over and over and over again, and they have a really loyal customer base. So it's something that is quite not unique, but with the right strategy and the right product and the right quality, you can achieve stuff like that. But it's not for the typical e-com store. Just wanted to give you a little bit of background, what they did before working with us. They were already doing like 35% plus on emails. And to be honest, the first time we hopped on a call and I was auditing the account, like the first second I saw the percentages, I was like, I don't know. But going through the account, I saw a lot of leaking holes. Basically, the flow strategy wasn't optimized. The depth in the flows. So, for example, they had like 3 emails with an abandoned checkout, even though they were driving a lot of traffic. So I saw some opportunities within the flow strategies, also the designs, the deliverability. They were doing a lot of full image emails, and they didn't pay a lot of attention to a segmentation. I don't mean like any advanced crazy segmentation strategies. I just mean like actually excluding certain people and paying attention to the segmentation. So you optimize the deliverability, not any advanced, super high bird's eye view. I don't know, advanced 360 HD segmentation strategies. Just something that you have to keep in mind is just if you segment, you probably want to pay more attention to who you're excluding than who you include. In my opinion, at least, if you're not doing anything above 800K per month, if you're above that consistent, then you should probably spend a little bit more time on your flows and stuff like that, and adjusting that and customizing your campaign strategy and stuff like that. So yeah, this is kind of the background. Who did the emails? It was basically the e-com manager and the social media team who managed everything. So the social media team did the designs, the e-com manager did the strategy and copywriting. But yeah, as you probably already could guess, it was pretty time consuming, especially since they are not an expert in this area. They had a lot of other hats that they are wearing. I think the e-com manager was doing like the ads, the emails, pretty much everything. So yeah, basically I told him, look, you should definitely not do that. Let expert handle that, increase the revenue that we generate from your emails, while you can focus on basically doing other stuff. I told them about the leaking holes in the flow strategy. I told them about the pure segmentation. We also had some ideas about growing the SMS list and stuff like that, but that's not the focus of this case study. What were our objectives before starting working together? I told them that we will revamp the flows and adjust the strategy. It was a little bit time sensitive because we started working together in September, and as you could guess, Q4 was starting, and we had a lot of ideas that they wanted to implement. A quiz funnel, SMS, the revamp of the flow strategy. So basically, what we did is we didn't revamp them completely. What we did is we basically took whatever is decent, we left it there, and we adjusted everything else. So we also adjusted the strategy in and of itself, because it was I think there was we saw that there was room for improvement in terms of the strategy, in terms of like discount letters and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what we did. We revamped the flows, we adjusted the strategy in and of itself. Also, one big topic is we improved the deliverability, or we wanted to improve the deliverability. Proper segmentation strategy, and then also the design should be actually focused on email marketing, because oftentimes you see good designs from like the designer perspective, but they are not optimized for emails. So there's a difference between a designer and an email designer, because an email designer should know how to actually stuff like above the fold, below the fold, where to put in CTA, how an email flows, how the reader's attention goes from point A to point B. stuff like that is something that you have to keep in mind while designing designs. And the social media team usually doesn't have those capabilities and those skills acquired. So yeah, these were our objectives: revamp the flows, adjust the strategy, improve deliverability, proper segmentation strategy, and then also email marketing focused designs. Campaign wise, they already did quite decent. I think we increased the overall strategy, like the overall amount of campaigns sent, a little bit, not really much, slightly. I think before us, they were already doing like maybe 2 to 3. Now we are sending like 3 to 4 sometimes, depending on whether we're running an offer or something. But yeah, that's kind of our objectives. Our strategy throughout the months. So as I said, we revamped all of the abundant flows with the deliverability and conversation optimized designs. We adjust the segmentation strategy immediately, so they were not excluding. There was a big portion of the list that we could, first of all, remove completely, or at least suppress. And also we could exclude them from the campaign. So for example, if someone, what we utilize a lot is if someone opened an email 0 times, over all time, and they already got like 10 plus emails, they will probably not open the next email. So we exclude them or even suppress them completely. Another segment that we utilize a lot in terms of to exclude them is bounces, or people who marked us as spam, or whenever an email dropped, stuff like that helps really to adjust the email deliverability. I mean, you could argue if someone marked our email as spam once, you should probably still want to send them out an email. For example, if you run any promos, right? Because they haven't unsubscribed, they just marked it as spam. Could be an issue on their side, maybe a mistake, maybe, I don't know, but they didn't unsubscribe. So you probably want to send them some emails, but on the regular basis, probably 95% of the time, you do not want to send emails with those people. So we segment them, and this increases the deliverability. So that's what we did. We adjusted the segmentation strategy immediately, and we focused on getting the deliverability up. The results, I think, speak for themselves. If we, so here we can see the conversation summary. This is, I can also show you that live within the account. So here's the overview dashboard. So within September 5th, we started working together for September 5th. Till December 31st, we did around 300K in additional revenue and revenue through Klaviyo. And then if we compare that to the previous year, we saw an increase of 37%, which leads us to this numbers. We increased by, actually 37%, to be honest, netting an additional 80K in less than 4 months. As you can see, that's quite impressive. Before that, they were doing around, let's say, 210K in revenue through emails. And yeah, but I want to give you the whole picture, because oftentimes those screenshots could, be a little bit influenced by, for example, if the store grows in and of itself, obviously your email revenue grows as well, right? So that's why here's, for example, the overall the Shopify dashboard. You can see their overall revenue compared to previous year during this period, they increased by 1%, but the emails increased by 37%. So you see that on the one hand, you could argue, okay, then your emails weren't that successful, right? Because the store didn't grow, but the ads that they were running weren't that profitable anymore, or they spent less on ads. I'm not 100% sure what's the reason behind that, but you can see that even though the store kept the same, we did way more with emails. So hypothetically, if we didn't start working together, they would have probably had a loss of, like, I don't know, at least 50K in revenue during this period, just because the emails weren't driving as much revenue as possible as with us. So that's the whole picture. We increased the conversion, the money during this period through emails by 37%. The total store grew by 1%. And yeah, that's pretty much the case study, how we increased that. Maybe if you want to see the data on the current months, right now in January, I'm shooting this 26th of January, 62%. It looks great. I hate to see that, because you can see that this is an acquisition problem. So they should definitely bump up the ad spend, or at least get it more profitable. This is something that I communicate with our clients as well. It's just if we see those numbers, it's usually a thing of, okay, like you should spend more money on ads because we have an acquisition problem, right? If we look at Black Friday period, we did around close to 300K. 50% of revenue was through our emails. In December, we did around 110K in revenue. Did around 45% through emails. October, 59% through our emails. So you can see that email is a really big portion of their total revenue. And that's mainly because we are just super good with what we do. So yeah, what are the learnings? Definitely optimize your most important flows. They already had the flows in place. It wasn't optimized. And even if you're already getting good results, if you let experts handle your email marketing, you can, first of all, make way more money while saving time to focus on other areas. I think email marketing, it looks quite simple, but actually putting in the hours and actually knowing the long term impact of having an expert on your side, it outweighs all the additional investments. Because for example, the deliverability, they didn't know how deliverability works. They didn't know about speed, loading speed of an email. They didn't know about you can compress images to reduce that speed. They didn't know about text to image ratio, what you want to focus on, how to increase the deliverability. They didn't know about those things. So let an expert handle that, and you will make more money in the long run. And one thing, deliverability is key. This is really, really funny claim, but yeah, deliverability is such an important thing that you actually want to optimize for it, and you don't want to neglect it. That's basically my learnings during this account. Conclusion: if you want to get results like that, let's chat. If you want to add me or follow my journey, follow our journey, follow our client results, follow the learnings that we utilize and get through working with clients that do $1 million plus a year, then watch out at Lucas Berg1 on Twitter, and then on LinkedIn it's Lucas Berg, and then our email is our website is ecommails.com. So that's pretty much a wrap up. That's how we increased our clients' emails revenue by 37%, netting an additional 80K in less than 4 months. 296K in total, 52% of total revenue through emails during 5th of September till December 31st. Thank you so much for your attention, and I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Thanks.